Hey everybody, welcome to a human resource course here. Uh, a lot of you are new to me as far as, being in previous courses with me. Um, and a few have been in other courses, but I do these weekly videos, basically to do a quick review if we even need a review. Normally, most students doing pretty well in the course. If you are having problems, I'm a 7-day week type of person, so you can, text me or send me a message or whatever. And I get back to people usually within within a few hours or right away or the same day generally. So you don't have to wait or anything like that to get in touch with me. I start these videos with a little scenery. Um, and then I try to do a little bit inspiration because I know it's a lot of students. Everybody has different things going on in their lives. You got, on the thing about online courses, it's supposed to be a little flexible because you don't have time to go to actual classroom, so you got to schedule your own time, manage yourself and your time. Um, and one of the things about time is, you have to make the time. Sometimes that's why I like these little quotes. Sometimes it's not about having time, it's making time. You have to figure out things to do to make the time for it. The other thing is I find that sometimes there's lots of negative, ain't just negative people in your life, but just negative things that may be causing you to fall behind and not be able to keep up. And these distractions, they're negatives. They're things that cause you to not do your schoolwork. One of the things I harp on about schoolwork is it's not something you do on a Sunday. So a lot of students have that routine. That rut is the only time they spend any time on school is on a Sunday night. So you're just cheating yourself when you do that because, one, you're not learning the material, and you're making more work for yourself in the long run. If you're able to find that half hour, hour a day, or even 2 hours, most days of the week, you won't be spending so much time at the end of the week, at the end of a course, playing catch up. So one thing is, get rid of the naysayers or the negatives, or figure out a way to make time for yourself, because that's just to say that's one of the things you need to do. Discipline is the other part of it, self-discipline. All of you made a decision to do school, to go after a degree, a diploma. That's a goal, and you need to accomplish that. But don't let things get in the way of accomplishing that. Any of the negatives in your life, you need to figure out ways to work around them. Get over those hurdles and all those other metaphors and acronyms and things that I come up with sometimes. So just stay focused and you know go for it. So okay, into the course room. I assume most of you know how to navigate in here, but just in case, real quick. The other thing about these videos, I try to keep it to 5 minutes because I know if I ramble too long, we don't listen. So, but you get into the modules here, or you have two ways to get in here. Once you get into the home page, you can scroll down to the weeks, or you can use the module feature here on the left. Once you get in there, you got your each week what you have to do there. Textbook right here under course home, second one down. Click there. That opens up a link, and click one more time, and that opens up the book. And so that's how you get to your ebook. And dun dun dun. Whoops. Let's get up here to the. And there you go. So that's the textbook cover there. So all right, and then back into the course room itself. So each week you generally have a discussion, homework, and quiz. Discussions, the first one's due, your initial post is due by Wednesday, and that's so classmates have time to respond, do at least 2 replies or more. So that's the system there. In the welcome letter, you should have got, I kind of explained the grading. You got 30 points and the point breakdown. If you're late, there's a deduction on points. If you do not post during the week of the discussion, then you don't get points for the replies because the discussion ended. So, I mean, there's, nobody's reading it, nobody's seeing what you wrote or what you replied to. So that's why you don't get points for replies after the discussion is over. So, but make sure you get in there and do that. And then on the homeworks, when you get in there, in this course, let me see here real quick. Okay, yeah, so make sure you scroll down to find what your homeworks are. So when you click on there, that should open up a Word document for you. Da, da, da. Open Word. and there you go. So and you scroll down there, like, just remember you have to enable editing and then save your file, and then you can just go in there and and put the answers in. If there are let me see here, because sometimes there's homeworks that might have other things, but not here. Okay, so that's, and then the quiz, and you got a research component, so make sure you review the research and be working on that. Don't wait till the last minute. Any questions, let me know, and I'll get back to you on that too. And then the quizzes usually have either 10 or 20 questions, depending on which one it is. And that's pretty much it. So that's a quick preview. Again, like I said, I'm pretty much 7-day-a-week type person, so if you got any questions or anything, you can text me. You can use the inbox. Where to go? Over here on the left. So I got this over just a little bit more. The inbox system. This first week, you got 4 chapters. So chapter 1, general. It's a general. I also I like slides. I mean, you need to read your textbook, but slides have a lot of information in there. So this is an overview of what human resource management is. Strategic approach, and we're talking about the big picture. There's a small picture where there's the immediate supervisor and a couple of employees, but then you also have the big picture from the company perspective, everything that goes into it, all the HR policies and so forth, the legalities of HR and things like that, and, EEO, employment, equal employment, and also global, companies that are international. A lot of misconceptions about international resourcing. There are a lot of bad things, but with outsourcing stuff, then there's good things. But there again, this gets into that. So there's just a lot of things about HR you need to know about. No matter what you're in, you're going to be involved in HR, even if you're not the HR person, because you're going to be subject to the policies, procedures, the way things are done. You yourself, if you're in management, leadership positions, you need to make sure you're doing things right. That you're being a good manager, good leader. You're not misleading anybody, or and you've all probably had experiences of you're in a work environment where the boss does not want to confront anybody, and then you got other bosses that are too confrontational, and you need to learn from their mistakes, but you need to be somebody, you need to confront people. When someone comes to work for you, the first thing, they should know right off the bat what the expectations are, how you're going to address it if there's a problem. You need to put things in writing, because one of the issues, and I'll tell you, let me see here, is I got these 2 little Charlie Brown, if you know, Charlie Brown cartoon, all the adults, when they talk, all the kids hear is wah, 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 wah. And, could be the same thing when you're in a work environment. If you're the employee and your boss is always talking, and all you hear is wah, 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 that's why, as a boss, you should be putting things in writing. And it should not be the end of the world to do write-ups on people and counseling, or whatever the term that is used. I know when I left the Army and I went into the pizza business, running corporate stores, I let people know right off the bat, okay, if I see something wrong, I'll let you know about it. And there were some people that were really devastated, because I came in with a piece of paper that explained what they were doing wrong and what they need to do to correct it. And they looked at it like, oh, you're going to fire me. And that's telling you, that's training you on what you need to do. And so there's a misconception too on what paperwork is supposed to be about. A lot of people misuse paperwork, but again, because of the wah, 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 the Charlie Brown example, if you were to get fired, or you were to fire somebody, you can't go on, oh yeah, I talked to this person, or they talked to me, or I don't remember what was said, because they're always talking to me. That's why you have to do paper. And there's good things and bad things, and paper is a paper trail, and doing good stuff too. So that's about a little bit about HR. There's a lot more, but I'm already into 9 minutes here, which is 5 minutes more than I normally do. So I will leave it at that. for this week. I also do test questions because I have students tell me to watch a video and they actually did, and I know how I know how many people actually watch. But I do a test question every week. And if you don't know me, I got 2 grandkids, so I'm an obnoxious grandparent. Got a 9-month-old and a 4.5, 5-year-old. So he's so anyway. I usually post something. I post something and I ask you to let me know what's going on. So let me know what's going on. And other than that, get in touch. Again, use the inbox or you can text me. And there's my phone number right there. And, or call, whatever the case is. And that'll do it. So have a great week. Get in touch. Welcome to the course. And I'll be seeing you over the weeks here. Take care.